Hi guys, and welcome to yet another very exciting video tutorial of Adobe Premiere Pro, and in this tutorial I will be teaching you how to set up sequences or how to create a sequence. Okay, now there are a number of ways you can do this. First of all, let me import a piece of footage, and we're gonna import the trailer that we have been using in the first couple of videos. Okay, this one. And then I'm gonna also import another footage. Okay, suppose this one. Okay, so and we imported two of the footage into our project pan, and there they are. Now the first way that I must use, and the easiest one, is that if you click and drag the footage into the timeline directly, a sequence will be created like this. And now a sequence of this footage has been created, and the sequence setting is being matched to the footage. In most cases this is a very good idea, because you do not have to go into the nitty-gritty details of sequence creation to match them to your footage, and the Adobe Premiere Pro automatically and itself professionally creates a sequence that matches your footage. Okay, the other way is if you right click inside your project pane like this and go to new item and then click on sequence, a new sequence is created, and it shows you that what sort of settings and what sorts of details or stuff it will have, and the sequence presets are given to you in here. You can select any one of these sequence presets, or you can come into the settings of the presets and change them here. For example, editing mode you want from DVNTS to PAL, or HDB 1080i or HDB 1080p, and other many stuff. There are so many stuff and details in here. The frame rate 29.97 frames per second and other stuff like that. You can change these all things, from full HD to 1080. You can change it to 720 and stuff like that. Actually, I don't bother with all this stuff because they are too much and they are too much time consuming, and I'm not most of the time making videos for Hollywood blockbusters to be shown on in a big cinema. I'm just making videos for YouTube and the web and my own website. So, but these options are here in case you want to use them. I don't use them, so I don't bother that much with them. Okay, let me cancel these. Okay, so I don't want to create it. Okay, the other way is that you can create footage or a sequence is by selecting not one but both of your footage that we brought in and dragging them over this small icon. It is also icon. Let me show you. It is the creation of new item. If we drag both of our footage over this new item icon, a new sequence is created. Here it is. The name, of course, you can change, or the setting, of course, you can change of the sequence that is already been created. You can go into the sequence and rename it whatever you want. I'm just gonna name this second, or actually third method of sequence creation. Okay, you can also go into by selecting a sequence and going into the sequence in the options, and then going into sequence settings and then changing its sequence. For example, the automatic sequences or the parameters that Adobe itself is created for your footage. Suppose you don't like them, so you can come here and change them up here. Okay, but I'm gonna hit cancel because I do not want to change anything. Okay, now our footage is here. Let me show you. I use two footage. Most of the time when you use two footage, one footage does not matches the other footage. Okay, so what do? So if one footage does not matches the other footage, or you have not created the sequence the way I did, you just use one footage and dragged it into the timeline and created a sequence with it, and then you have brought another footage which frame rate and which size is totally different from the first one. Then you can right click it and then go to the its properties, actually video properties, and its frame, and tell it to match the sequence frame rate. Okay, I am not sure where the option is, but it was supposed to be here in the past. I've seen it so many times. I don't know why it's not visible now. Okay, frame mode, add frame, fill time, scale to frame size. Yes, like this. I'm sorry, it took a little time for me to get it. Okay, now this footage its scale was different from this one because these were two different footages. Okay, I want to demonstrate. Since we created them by clicking and dragging, selecting and dragging them both on the new item icon, it created a sequence, but it's matched the first sequence or first footage. It did not match the second one. Okay, so in order to make its size appropriate to it, you right click it and then go into this option and click on this button or this option which says scale to frame, and that's how your footage will be scaled to your sequence size, and then everything is good. So thank you guys for watching. In this tutorial you learn how to create sequences. There are three ways of creating it. One way is to dragging your footage directly into the timeline and sequence will be created. The other one is by right clicking in the project pane and selecting new item and then sequence. And the third way is by dragging your footage on the new item icon. All these three ways are good, and it depends on your preference which way you created, and also you can change the settings of the already created sequence by selecting the sequence here in the project pane, then going to sequence and sequence setting, and you can change all these settings if you want. Okay guys, I hope you learned something, and I will see you in the next video tutorial. Bye for now.